thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence at this time. If you're here, it's by divine design. I got my deck of spreads here, so let's find out what spread will deliver our perfect message to let us know what's really going on. Because, ooh-wee, these energies, like what's going on in the energies, what's going on in the atmosphere, what is, I heard triggering folks because I see folks being triggered, okay? Yeah, some folks are really being triggered a lot right now. And there's a reason, okay? So let's see what that has to do with what's the season. Well, you know, and what you need to know spread. Okay, interesting. I'm glad I've got all these tarot decks out here because this is a spread that requires us to use a couple different decks for the best exploration of it. So let's see. Let's start with the other person. And for the other person, let's use an oracle deck. Perfect. Let me just add to the selection a little bit of different ones that weren't in it the last time we used it. And see what is going on with the other person, okay? Show me the other person. For some of you, the other person is going to equal the other side of the situation. Freedom from slavery, okay, is what you know. What you need to know is fondness. And what's the guidance about this? I've always been this way and I see no reason I should be anything other than the way I am resolved. So there's somebody on the other side of this experience. The situation on the other side has no intent to change. And they like you. But the thing is, they're captive to something. They've been captive to something. You know it, okay? Enthralled. This is a very excited energy. Okay, so somebody is excited about something. But the fact of the matter is, like, they're stuck. They're stuck to something. They're stuck to a way of being. They don't want to change. They do not. If they wanted to change, they could, but they don't want to. Is the problem in this energy, is they just don't want to. Okay, and that's everybody's right to choose or not to choose, right? They don't have to they don't have to do nothing, just like you and I don't have to do nothing. But sometimes it's best to choose to do something. Sometimes it's best to choose to do something different. Okay, somebody here, they're captive to a situation. They're captive to a mentality. They really like you. They really like you, but there's something in them that I've always been this way, you know, they don't want to change something. They don't want to make any adjustment, okay? They are resolved to be who and what they are. They don't think that there's anything better, okay? So let me see, what's the situation in this? I'm going to use the energy oracle cards to deduce what is the situation. In this situation is a door to spirit. Listen, I told you there was an opportunity to free somebody. There's an opportunity to free themselves, from a state of mind, from a situation. That's so funny, yeah. Where they've been in prison, huh? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's been in a relationship that's been imprisoning their energy, imprisoning their soul, making them feel stuck as heck. Okay, somebody here, this is about a job, but most of you, this is about a connection with another person where somebody really likes you, but that person, their mentality, their way of being, their repeated patterns of behavior, they're not interested in changing. And so what do they find? But they're all tied up. They find themselves stuck in a situation. They find themselves bound. They find themselves, oh, this is somebody who says, I don't have any other choice. Yes, the heck you do. You might not like the other choices you have, but the choices exist nonetheless. Okay, let me see. And hold on. I heard, and how many choices are there that a person doesn't have awareness of? And how are you yourself stuck in some mentality that's binding you to another person? Is that what's going on here? Let me see some more. The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. The guidance here is in this situation. Listen, you need to open your mind and see, is this in alignment with what you really choose for yourself? You need to open your mind and see like what it is beyond the surface. That's what happens in this situation. Blossoming abundance is below the deck. I see that abundance is at play in this situation. Is somebody going to make it, allow it? Is somebody going to enable themselves to receive the abundance that's available for them by freeing themselves from a connection or a mentality or both that is very restrictive? I heard lagging limitation, just it's not doing what they want it to. I'm hearing, how has that worked for you thus far? Like, how has that really worked for you? Okay, let me see. What's the energy of the highest self? Show me the highest self in this, please, and thank you. Next three cards about the highest self position. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. So there's this energy of it's like allowing yourself to be moved, blown, carried to the next best place, let the momentum move you. You built some sort of momentum. Spirit says, listen, you built some sort of momentum that's going to take you to a place where you yourself are free, regardless of the choices that the others make. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Show me some more. What do you need to know? The King of Wands. Yeah. Yes, you can let the momentum take you to a place where it's beneficial for you to be. However, in this, there's also like you got to, I heard march to the beat of your own drum. You got to set your own tune. You got to play your own music. You got to, I heard turn the beat around. I love to hear percussion. Turn it upside down. Okay, that's the energy. Like, you got to flip this, okay, if you want something to be different, okay? The guidance is detach emotionally. Like, there's so much more here for you. You're on the journey. Keep going. Don't get caught up by a distraction. Don't get, I heard, don't build your camp at the rest stop. Like, you didn't make it to your property yet. In other words, they're giving me this image of, it's like you are headed to your property. And when you get there, you're going to build your home. You're going to do your homestead. You're going to build your property. You're going, set up a garden, maybe put some animals out there and build your little house. Make sure you got a nice warm fire in there. You're going to get to know, I heard you're going to get to know your neighbors and establish yourself officially as a resident. However, that's not going to happen if you get stuck getting caught up about what everybody else got going on along the way. So this Eight of Cups energy is saying, you have to mind your own business. If you mind your own business, you have more business in mind. Now, we say that all the time here, but that is the energy here. See, she's walking a very narrow path, and there's a lot of beautiful things along the way. It's like, appreciate them, but if you don't watch where you're walking, you can fall down, you go get hurt. You got to keep your eyes on your path. There's a lot of things out there that would like to distract you, but your higher self is saying, mind your business. Keep on going for what you know. The signs and synchronicities are telling you, like, you're not there yet. Notice the signs and synchronicities. Keep walking, keep moving in the direction of your choosing, okay, in the direction of the choice that you made, in what honors your soul, what honors your spirit. The Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and you know that was what you set your destination to. You know that's what you set your destination to, which is joy, contentment, happiness with the others that's around you. Okay, the Ten of Cups is where your joy is so filled. It's so complete. It's so all-encompassing. They're giving me all-encompassing. This is the happy ending. You didn't reach the happy ending yet, so don't get caught up by the other stuff that's going on around you. If you're going to get your happy ending, you're going to have to keep moving forward. You can't stop here. You got to don't stop. Get it. Okay, keep on moving in harmony with it. That's what I just heard. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on in the physical body then. Okay. Now, these cards do have reversals in it. The readings I did last night, I was guided to twist them all directions. and to flip them around. So we're going to honor that and keep going. I usually have all my tarot decks all upright. I know how to read them in reverse, and I don't need them to actually physically be reversed in order to read them. But in this instance, they're saying, yeah, we're going to go ahead and use the reversal. So these 3 cards flew out. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. And that's like, okay, I'm ready. So in your physical reality, you literally said, hey, I'm about to go find something else to do. I'm about to go have this adventure. I'm going to go traveling. Okay, I'm going to go. There's that. I'm going to go. Okay. So where I'm at is not, it's like, what you know is you haven't come into your full blossom yet. You haven't, the blossom of abundance that's within you has not fully been integrated yet. It hasn't fully been realized 100%. It has not been all the way accomplished because there's something that I heard, there's something that was, you were entertaining that was just not in alignment with that. So you were entertaining a situation with a person or with the situation that was keeping you in a stuck position, that was not honoring your word. This is like somebody who knows they could be making, you know, $80,000 a year or $180,000 a year, but they sitting up here doing this $10 an hour job. Does anybody, is $10 an hour still valid? Like, I don't know what the minimum wage is these days. I've been working on my own for a long time now. Anyhow, this is somebody who's sitting in a position that is not qualified for them. It's not qualified for them. In other words, very clearly it's showing Spirit's trying to get you to get in alignment with the more that's available for you, with what was truly meant for you. Somebody got distracted along the way. It's like you started a pitch camp at the truck stop and you were supposed to keep driving. You were never supposed to make your residence at this place. And somebody started trying to lay a foundation and you're not on your own property yet. First off, you're not on your own property yet. You was in a place of temporary facility. Like, it was a temporary facility. The truck stop is a facility that's meant to be used while you're in the middle of travel. You're not supposed to live at the fucking truck stop. Oh Lord, is somebody been living at the truck stop? Somebody's been living at the truck stop. Wow. Okay. And so what you need to know is this action you take. Yes, Spirit is giving you a yes. You took the power back in your hand. You got the Ace of Wands in your hand. This is the ability to do something different. This is a fresh new start. This is a spark of something new in your life, okay? And your higher self is like, yeah, you got your drumstick. Now you can beat your drum yourself, okay? And march to the beat of your own drum. What else? The Fool is in reverse. And so they said, you got to understand, you already took this leap of faith. You already set this course in action. You already set this course in action the minute you had the idea of doing it. This Page of Wands was having the idea of doing it. Because wherever you were at, it was just like you couldn't build there. Again, how you going to try to build your house on the property at the truck stop? You got to get to your own property first. It's like you had to keep moving. You can't get stuck in this situation, but somebody literally did get stuck in this situation. And was it because somebody else was stuck? And so I heard, and then they attach themselves to that. What was stuck? So there's a person. This person was like, oh yeah, I hang out here all the time at the truck stop. Like, this is where they stay at. And it was like, you were meant to turn your back on that. You were meant to turn your back on that. You were not meant to, because what they were trying to get you to do is don't go to your property and build you a proper residence there. No, stay here with me. They were like, stay here with me where I am because I like you. And that was a karmic lesson. Like, it doesn't matter if they like you so much. It's like, are they in harmony and alignment with your journey, with your goals, with what you're trying to do? I heard F fail. Okay, it's like they got an F grade on the paper in school. It was a failed attempt. Okay, it was a karmic lesson. So somebody came into your life, and because you turned your back on it, like they failed, because their goal, whether they were aware of it or not, was to change your momentum, your trajectory, your stick with it. They were trying to get you to stop. Just stop. No, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I heard don't stop. Get it. You don't stop. You keep going. You keep moving forward. You're not allowing yourself to be halted, hindered, or restricted by somebody just because they like you. Like, what the heck? Okay, side hustle. Interesting. Because somebody here, they always got something going on the side. Okay, this person, so this person, they're like, yeah, I stay here at the rest stop all the time. And I hustle up burritos, or I buy a case of water and I sell them for $5 each. Oh, wow, like that. Yeah, because there's no water here, you know. So this is a person who, to try to get by, they're taking advantage of people by offering something that not even of that value at which they're offering. In other words, they're trying to charge a price that it ain't worth. They're trying to charge a price that it ain't worth. Okay, this person needs to go get them a real job. You know, even if all they have is a bike, they might want to go do that Uber Eats thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody here, they really need to do that for themselves, because the thing is, they're in this experience that they don't enjoy. They're trying to get you caught up in it as well. But you can see that it's not for you. It's not in alignment with where you wanted to go. They started trying to convince you to build your house here. You said you wanted to build a house. Why don't you just build it here? You're saying, this is a truck stop, girl. Boy, this is not my I got a whole property over there. Why would I build on something that's not mine? Why would I build my permanent residence on a piece of land that I don't own, that's I'm gonna get kicked off of? Like, it don't make no sense. Yeah, for somebody else, I see clearly that this was about a person who wanted you to make that contract, make that big leap of faith contract, sign your name on the dotted line. And you're like, but this is never mine. This is never gonna be mine. Okay, so whether that was about getting a house together, or getting a loan together, or getting married, moving in together, signing a lease, let's get this phone contract, whatever it was. I see one of the things that you didn't realize with that whole opportunity, you may now be realizing it, though, that it was part of them trying to have their side hustle. Like, they considered this a side hustle with you. Well, the situation is, listen, you're a love child. So when you come around, what you know is that you give this energy that is very pure and very authentic. Okay. And it's like you have a strong awareness that you tend to draw a lot of people who haven't really had that experience so much, whose hearts are kind of messed up because of their background. And so you tend to attract a lot of people that do want to attach to your energy because they want to be nourished. They want to be cared for by you because of the way you show up. Well, what you need to know is, if you stick around this, you're going to be feeling like shit. And that feeling like shit is like pulling you off your path. And the other thing is, like, one of the things about this person is that they show up real bubbly at first, but it don't take long for their true dominant vibration to show through, and their dominant vibration is shitty. Yeah, their dominant vibration is shitty. So they could be all happy and excited at first, at the jump, at the outset, but in a minute, boom, that vibration drops back to its normal place, and unsatisfied, unhappy. Even if you did build your whole house up there at the fucking truck stop, which you wasn't gonna do. Even if you did marry them, what you wasn't gonna do. Even if you did get the loan with them, what you wasn't gonna do. Even if you did buy the house with them, what you wasn't gonna do. If you did any of these things with them, which you wasn't gonna do and you didn't do, they would still end up feeling like shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person ain't satisfied because they're looking to satisfy something that they got going on inside with something outside, and that never works. I'm hearing, and that never works. Yeah. So the guidance that you need, they gonna be mad, honey. They're gonna be mad because it's, you gotta do this your way. You gotta do this your way. You got to go your own way. Yes, because somebody's trying to get you to do things their way, and their way isn't. Why would you copy somebody whose plan is really pretty shitty? They don't even like their plan, but they want to get you on their plan with them. Like, that don't make no sense. You got a good plan. Stick to your plan. Do what you said you were going to do. Go your own way. Be stubborn about it, okay? Be selfish, because this person in this situation would love for you to make them your priority, to reprioritize your life and your behaviors and your actions and your plans in order to take care of them, because you know they were missing some nurturing, some loving, and some care in their life. But hold on, I didn't come here to do that for you. If you got some of that, you're lucky to benefit from it. But at the end of the day, I got to go my own way. Yes, your higher self is saying, listen, you know you got to say goodbye. You know you got to say goodbye. There's no other way. I heard there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so what you need to know is this person can't believe that you're saying goodbye because they actually tried to do something to make you stay, whether that was a literal love spell, which is what the card coming out says, or some other means. For somebody else, like they really thought that if they just visualized it enough, you would stay stuck with them. I mean, they went so far to try to visualize you being in the situation, you know, years and years into. I heard, but they don't have power over your own self-authority. They don't have dominance over your own willpower. Your willpower is really nice in this. And so Spirit does want you to know, for somebody, this is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person who, whether they did it themselves or they called up somebody who likes to do love spells. We just talked about that. Was it yesterday where I came across a video? There was a Reiki master, supposedly a Reiki master, on a short here on YouTube, saying, hey, this is the love spell. You think about your person's name and they'll definitely come back to you and all this. I'm like, they don't understand the consequences and repercussions of trying to work over another person against their free will. Well, this bitch didn't either. Okay, this bitch didn't either. This heifer right here, they didn't know what they were doing either. Okay, when you decide that it's okay for you to try to force your will in another person's life who said, I don't want to do that, you are deciding that other entities, energies, and people can do the same shit to you. And that's what we call opening up the window of control. You know what that does? It enables, allows, and accepts curses and other people's judgments and other people's control, mind control. Now this person is susceptible to the programs, the underhanded powers that would use to mentally manipulate them into doing foolishness, okay, into dumbing themselves down. Oh, but how much more dumbed down can they be from one who wants to cast a love spell? Listen, if somebody don't want them, they need to go ahead and let that person go and go find somebody that does want them and that they do want. Like, you can want a person, but honey, if they don't want you back, what are you doing with your life? That's what this person doesn't get. And Spirit was telling you, like, listen, they hot for you, okay? They're hot for you. Whether that hot for you was, you know, passionate for intimacy and all that type of stuff, or whether that hot for you is you piss them off because you refuse to obey their wishes and command, whatever, they're hot for you, okay? Whatever that means, okay? Somebody burned themselves on the stove. I just saw that. Confirmation. You're going to see their true colors. You're going to see their true. And when you told them, if you told them, somebody here, not all of you did this, but I do see that somebody told them, whatever spell you think you casting, if you're trying to do affirmations, intentions, or spell work over me, you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I see, and this is, I'm hearing 15% of you had this intuitive hit that made you tell that person to their face with your mouth, with words, so there could be no confusion. It's like, yeah, you might want to quit. As soon as you did that, their true colors shown. Their true colors shown. Your higher self said, yeah, mind your business. Mind your business. Just let them sit. Let them feel how they gonna feel. Let them do what they gonna do. Yeah, and don't let it have no power and no effect over you. Keep minding your business and you'll keep having more business to mind. Yeah. Here you are. In your physical reality, what you know is you're closing this cycle because if you can't see my value and worth, if you can't honor my path, if you can't honor my own decisions for my life, like, yeah, how disrespectful. We don't tolerate that disrespect around here. You're like, I got to go. I took a bite of that apple and decided that I don't want no more of these. I know you have all these other apples lined up for me, but I heard, shorty wore them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. Oh, she hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Why did they just give me that song like that? Because this person is about appearances. They try to dress it up in whatever's trendy. This person very much into like brand names and the hottest, latest, this and that from who, what, all this other stuff, okay? And the thing is, she or he likes to be the center of attention. And as soon as they get the attention that they're looking for, their vibration goes low, 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 low. And so anywhere where you are attention seeking and you're looking for external validation, that's what this person was trying to tap into. Anywhere where you've overcome that part of your shadow that's like, oh, I just need some attention from somebody. You've overcome that part of your shadow. And so that means that these ones can't access it no more because you got the mastery over it. You're not a slave to it. There's that. So what you need to know. Somebody is actually married. You got the power in your hand. And yes, this person, for somebody here, I also see that where they wanted you to get married to them. They wanted you to have that contract. I told you, it didn't matter if it was a loan, buying a house, moving in together, what the heck it was, right? Buying a car. Buy me a car. Let's buy a car. Can you co-sign for me? No, I can't do that. Can I come live with you? No. I can't do that. Can we get married? Nope, I can't do it. Whatever it was. You get me a new phone? Nope, I can't do that. And that's the energy here. So it's like, yes, be careful. Yes, be very full of care of who you connect your name to, okay? In what way? Because they're saying, yeah, Spirit's going to honor the contracts on earth as they are in heaven, and on heaven as they are on earth. There's a as above, so below that happens when there's a contract. Spirit honors these contracts. Anywhere where you're still holding on to some kind of contract with somebody that you've been trying to get out of your life and you can't get out of their, well, why is your power still in their name? Why are you still using a phone that's in their name? Why do they still have access to your bank account? Why do you still have a shared bank account? How are y'all still living together talking about you broke up and you cutting cords and all this? You can't do that. You can't heal in the same environment that poisoned you. Thank you. You can't heal in the same environment that poisoned you. So be careful about who and what you're connected to. Yes, I see that there's this energy where you know that the connection is here for you. In other words, you may not have met this person, or you may not, this is like you didn't get to the property, you didn't get to your property yet to start building your house, but you know it's there, and you know that you're going to get there. And you know, as soon as you get there, you're going to start building your house. You're going to start building your property up. You're going to start building your stuff, right? And so, you're right. Don't get distracted. Don't get fooled by a fake person who, as soon as they get your attention, is going to do everything they can to drop it like it's hot. I heard drop what like it's hot. Drop the vibration, drop the frequency, drop the vibes all the way down, babe. They gonna tear the vibes all the way down. Yes, and here we have it coming through in the guidance, illumination, truth, discovery, awakening. Cause I just got to be free. Coming out again, yeah, the Denise Williams energy about being free. If you know, look at how free this person look, just free to stand, to be, to enjoy the sun, to enjoy the sound of the waves crashing behind her, to be on the beach, okay, in life, like unencumbered, unrestricted, not weighed down with somebody bullshit. Okay, that's what I heard. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck. And there it goes, round and round, okay, like a freaking merry-go-round. Somebody wants you to go merry-go-round in their life with them. Let's just keep doing this all over again. Let's just do it again. We tried it. Let's try it again. Can we just have another chance for somebody? That's what this is all about. Yeah, I heard 15% to 28%, okay, depending on who ends up tapping in. But the energy is saying that round and round, this is like, you've done this, you've tried, it got to where it's at, but it don't seem to be going past. It's like you can never break a certain threshold in this situation. It's like you try to convince a person, well, if you want to stay with me, maybe you can come with me to my, but I like where I live here at the truck stop. Why don't you just build your house? And we're not doing that. We're not doing that, ma'am. And you finally realize, why am I trying to convince him? Why am I trying to convince him to go with me? What is this person is stuck in a past life. Some of you feel a strong resonance to this person is a past life connection for you. What you need to know is this person really needs some self-love, okay? You need to know that by now. And what this person need to do is they need to find their own way to shine without trying to connect to yours like that, okay? That's what they need to do. Hold on a second. Oh, boy. I can't control these allergies, but I sure can control what I do about them. And they didn't start until I went live. And had they started prior to my going live, I would not be gone live. Because I can't do this. Okay. Give me one sec. Got to be ready to go for the next time. Oh, there's that. Got to be ready to go for the next time. So I see that in the going round and round, at some point, like you missed the opportunity. You missed an opportunity to get out of there. It's like when the bus showed up. It's like when the bus showed up, when the weather was right, when the storm broke, you had a chance to slide up out of there, and you didn't. And you're like, hold on, when I catch this opportunity next time, I'm gone. Okay, the next time, the window, the portal, the opportunity, okay, the next time the bus, I'm hopping on the next bus, okay? That's what I say. And I heard 50 ways to leave your lover. Okay, this is a situation that was about your abundance. Your abundance was coming in question. Like, do you really believe it's here for you? Do you really believe you can have it? Do you really believe that this opportunity is real? Are you ready to go get your property and build your house for real? Or are you trying to get caught up because somebody loved your abundance and so you're going to stay there and just satisfy what the heck they want for you? What you need to know in this is, listen, you need your balance, okay? Somebody here is not in balance and it's affecting their abundance. And the more you, what they say, birds of a feather flock together, okay? So if you end up in this situation sticking around here, then what do you think is going to happen to your abundance? I mean, all the resources, all the money, if you don't go claim your land soon enough, like you ain't going to have no land by the time you get there. So it's like, don't give up what you came for to try to balance somebody else's situation. You can't balance somebody else's situation. Balance is an internal situation. We have to balance ourselves. You know what I'm saying? As long as, well, I guess there are some people, okay, they're saying there's some people who are on a different type of frequency, a different type of energy, a different type of mentality, who will constantly sit and perform as a counterbalance for another person. And these are people that you've met them. We've all met them before. They're saying these are people who can, I mean, their days, you never know what their day is going to be. Once in a while, they be flying high, but for the most part, they be griping and complaining about who they're connected to. Oh, that he's still doing the same old thing, trying to get somebody to change, trying to balance out a situation with a person who's in balance doesn't create balance at all. I'm hearing trying to balance out a situation with a person who's in balance does not create balance at all. So in this situation, there's a purification going on, okay? So that a person could see what was going on, so a person could recognize their pattern to try to offset the balance in somebody else's life or the imbalance in somebody else's life by their presence, by their behavior. Again, that control energy opening up. Relationship healing. You see the best way to heal this relationship is say goodbye, okay? And I just heard let's just kiss and say goodbye. Why? Because if you stay there, you're just going to further enable and perpetrate this destructive cycle that doesn't honor you or them. They can't see it, but if you can see it, you're the one who's got the responsibility to follow through, to act like you know, because you do. I mean, there's that. What you need to know is you have a lot of opportunity in you to create something better. Your higher self needs you to know that, okay? Also, again, your higher self is trying to let you know that somebody is trying to tap into your abundance, okay? Because you have abundance. You have resources. You know, you got so much money in the bank because when you get to your property, you about to go ahead and build on your property, build your permanent home. I heard for somebody, you building your retirement right now, right? So you got money in the bank. Shorty, what you think? Why do they know you got money in the bank? First off, why do they know about your bank account? Stop telling people your personal business. Telling people your personal business gives them fuel, gives them desire, it gives them fire. I heard fireballs to throw at you. Okay, they be trying to tap in. They be trying to break into your safe. They be trying to get into your abundance. I'm telling you, that's what this whole message is about. Thank them and let them go. Thank you for showing me what you are. Thank you for letting me see your true colors. I'm out. Okay, gotta go. I got a property to get to. I got a plane to catch. I got a bus to catch. I got a road to hit. You know what I'm saying? The storm done broke. I got to go. Okay. Yeah, you're closing out this cycle where you are not being caught up, and it's like you somebody dream come true, but hold on, I got my own dreams, okay? And you're not my dream come true. Somebody had to admit that, you know. You had to admit that if you stayed there to be their wish fulfillment, if you stayed there to be their dream come true, you would, in effect, by making that decision, the default side effect of that was giving up on your own dreams, not believing in your own dreams, just not going for what you came for. You see what I'm saying? The healer energy, this situation also in your physical reality was healing a part of your repetitive process where you kept putting somebody else and what they needed in front of you. Well, you know, let me stop them. Well, this time you hurt yourself enough to feel it, see it, and choose different from it. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like you've done this before. You hurt yourself before. This time you were like, ow, that really freaking hurt. I don't want to do this no more. What the heck was I doing? Why was I trying to control this person again? Like, why was I trying to change their life when I was in the middle of doing what I wanted to with my life? I should have stayed focused on doing what I wanted to with my life. So now, you know, stay focused on your life purpose, honey. This is the guidance. Like you can see it. Something here was to get in the way of you and your accomplishing of what you came to do, and you just had to let that go. You already took the risks. You already left where you were. You already uprooted your old life. It's like you already decided the old personality got to die, the old lifestyle got to die, and now you feeling free, okay? Stay on your path. Stay on your journey. Don't let somebody come in and try to make you believe that you got to dumb yourself down, limit yourself, restrict yourself. Why? Because they are. That's not how it works around here, honey. You might be living the most restricted life of your dreams, and I know I could be your dream come true. But, honey, no. Patience. This is one of the reasons, too. I'm hearing that you entertain it. Who talk like that? This is one of the reasons why you did entertain the situation was because of the developing of patience, okay? But here's the thing. It wasn't meant for you to, and I'm hearing the healthy developing of patience. It wasn't meant to you to stop to forever stop your flow in order to be patient with this other person in their soul. Wait, can you just wait so I can figure it out? I heard, no, I got to go. The bus is coming. Okay, don't miss that train. Don't miss a party train. So you couldn't hold your whole life up for this person. Well, can't you just give me some time to learn, to get ready? I'm not ready to go. Can you just give me some time so I can get ready to go with you, so I can wrap my head? Honey, if you don't know, I got to go. It's not, I can't. I literally can't give you any more time than I've given you. Because in this next, I heard, in 3 minutes, I got to be at the bus depot. At 3 minutes, I got to be at the airport. At 3 minutes, I got to be at the train stop. You know, because that's my ride out of here. And I'm not fin to try to build something that's meant to be permanent on a false foundation, on a place where I don't even have any authority. I don't. So yes, imagine what would happen if somebody tried to build a home on a property that is public property. Like, dude, they're not going to let you do that. They don't even let homeless people just sleep on the streets like that no more. They be moving them around and stuff. They be finding new neighborhoods to overcrowd. Because, why? It's public property. And so, you know, not knocking it, but here's the thing. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. Somebody been living in homeless shelters. I see that sidebar message coming through. Somebody been living in homeless shelters. Somebody been living in a homeless encampment. And they're showing me, I can't remember the name of it. They're showing me this village of people that live like that in California somewhere. And they're saying, yes, somebody is living like that. So it's like a whole lifestyle with a bunch of other people that live like that. And they're okay with living like that. And they believe that that is appropriate for them. And that's how they live. But it's not meant for you. It's not for everybody. And it definitely ain't for you. Yeah. This person is extremely, like, they don't stick to their guns. This person is very, they're quick to give up on something, you know. They don't, there's no stability there. Everything that happens, if the weather turns, you know, that's terrible. Why am I saying that? If the weather turns, their life can be turned upside down. If there's not, I really don't want to say this. This is so sad to say. But if the restaurant ain't throwing out no food, now they don't know how they gonna eat. I need to wrap this up, y'all, because these allergies are saying, no, you gotta go. Okay. And this person feels connected to you like your soulmate. And it is. Why? Because you were there to motivate their soul, to help their soul grow. But they need to go on and process this information because they're sleeping on it. You know, this was a situation for you to observe, to take note, to go ahead and take action on, realizing, like, everything that looks so great is not so great. Okay, once you dig beneath the surface and you see how they really living. And again, with the round and round, that's twice we have that round and round energy. The situation was meant to have you go round and round. Now, here's the thing. Round and round is fine as long as every time you hit that same energy, you're hitting it from a more elevated headspace, because it's like a helix, the double helix of the double strand of DNA. It's elevating. It's an upward moving spiral. Life is an upward moving spiral. So yes, you're going to repeat an interaction. It could be with the same person in the same space. It could be a different person with a different face, but the energy be the same. And then the thing is, you're supposed to have been different. You're supposed to have learned from the last go around with this situation. You already know somebody would like to mend something with you. Okay, but just stay here. Why? Because you hold on a second, but you're building something up for yourself. Okay. Yeah, that's why, because they want you to build with them. Go on and get what you really came for. Your milk and honey, honey. Somebody reach out. They had something to say. This message, it took a while. Okay, you could have asked for a sign, a confirmation. Show me what I need to do. Is there more for me to do here, or is it time for me to go? Okay, here and now where your feet are, you realize like I'm here, I'm now. It's time for me to get this done and take care of my own life. I'm here and manage my own business. Okay, because you are loyal, and you know what? You got to be loyal to what? Your life purpose. You got to be loyal to what? That illumination you have, that sense of freedom, that thing that you took a risk on. You took a risk on yourself. This is like giving me, I bet on myself to win, and so I do. Yeah, and I'm not going to get taken off the path. I'm not going to get weighed down by somebody else who don't want to get it, who ain't trying to get it, and who can't see it, and who all they bringing is some chaos and conflict, okay? Who's trying to paint themselves to be something that they are not. They don't even match the form of what they're trying to paint themselves to be, and those fake paintings, those fake markings fall off every time. And you know, now I can see, I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. Okay, yeah, I do. You could love this person anyways, but the fact of the matter is, thank you. I got to go get my milk and honey. Just because you love somebody don't mean you need to stick around. Just because you appreciate somebody don't mean you need to stick around. And sometimes it's that very love for them that's going to set you free. In this case, it could totally be that, because when you see that they're repeating an unhealthy habit, something that is literally keeping them exactly where they don't want to be, it's like, I can't participate in this. I can't be a party to this. I can't enable this, and I can't support this. I do not back that. No, I'm not going to co-sign you being miserable for the rest of your life because you want to stay in this unhealthy situation and cycle. That's the energy. And because my allergies is going crazy, I got to get up out of here. But before I do, I want to see what y'all are talking about. Okay, I want to see what's going on in the comments. See if we got to put another block on somebody in this or not. Y'all behave in the comments. Y'all being kind and considerate and respectful in the comments, because anybody did not got to go. But let's see what we got. I'm going to slide up to the top. I did already have to block somebody because they were saying all kinds of stuff. Venus, did you find something in the message that benefited you? I see Stephanie was up in here. Okay. It makes me wonder if this is my Stephanie, because I have a Stephanie and I fucking love her. Hey, Kanal. Roseanne, if you want that personal question answered, yeah, you can pay for it. Well, if you don't like the way I talk, somebody said I talk in circles. Okay, but if you can't understand me, if you don't want to sit and observe, you don't have to. King, alpha, male, king, what? Yeah, if you don't get it, then don't tune in. If you're tuned in and you don't get it, if you're listening to the recording and nothing's making sense, it's clearly not your message. You're not in alignment with it, and that's okay. We're not gonna dumb it down for anybody that doesn't get it. Either you get it or you don't, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. I was never meant to be for everybody, and I'm okay with that. So you should be okay with that too. And if you're not, that's not my problem either. Hermit, what's up? Okay, Vanita Davis, she said true. So whatever Vanita Davis said, like, you got it. You got it. It's not for everyone. And that's just it. That so many will want you, but it does not mean that you want them. I mean, some people just so thirsty to be wanted. It's like as soon as they get the smallest little idea that somebody's into them, as soon as they get, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're handsome, like hooked. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go down with the whole shit for it. Hermit seems to understand what I'm talking about. There's so many people on this planet, you can always find someone else. I did absolutely agree. Men Red, you are going to now forever be canceled here. Okay, have fun with that. Brenda, what's up? Brenda Donald. Oh, Lincoln, if the bus hasn't come yet, don't worry. It's on its way. That was the message. I mean, or you can decide that it's not there, and then while you're gone to the restroom at the rest stop, the bus will have come and gone, and you'll still say the bus never came, but that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can be vigilant, you can be in tune with it or not. It's not up to me, it's up to you. The cards are showing the probabilities and what's most likely and what's actually going to happen. Now, whether or not each one of us chooses to be in alignment with that energy or not, that's, you have so much. I just finished talking about taking people outside of their free will. You have so much power in this that I could tell you all the beautiful things that are in alignment for you, but you have the ability to take yourself all the way out of alignment with it, just knock it all the way down till it ain't shit, beat it, pulverize it to death, and then you won't see it, regardless of what I say or anybody else. And people do this every day. Like, I'll tell, oh, yeah, it's a beautiful day to be alive. I'm so glad I woke up breathing. Oh, yeah, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. And this ain't working. And my body fucked up. And my bank account fucked up. And my lover cheated. And the dog fucking vomited on my shoe. You can argue for your lack and limitation all you want. And the whole universe is hearing you. But it ain't giving you nothing you wanted. Yeah, they said long, dramatic pause. Like, let them sit with that for a minute. Hey, Crystal, I see you. Honey, thank you. Yes, there is some crazy shit going on. Okay. Wynetta, welcome. And Ruin. Let me see. LPH stands for love, peace, and happiness. So I'm going to give you all a free yes or no answer to your personal question today. Spirit said to do it, so let's do it. Think about your personal question. Whichever way you formulate that, your guides are already in tune. They already know what the answer is. So this will work once for all of you. Once for all of you. And for this to work, you have to have been in tune with the message at some point. Okay, you can't just hop on the channel and fast forward to the end and think it's gonna work. No, you have to have been here to get the meat and potatoes if you want your dessert, and this is your dessert. Whatever your question is about, any subject at all, ever, okay, but the answer is gonna come in a yes or no. Spirit said that we're gonna do this one time, and it's gonna work for everybody who ever watches this video on all time, space, and dimension, and it is, and so it is. So let's see, what's the answer for you today? Is it yes? Is it no? Is it yes? Is it no? Is it yes? Is it no? What's the answer for the tribe, please and thank you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, no. The answer is no. No, it's totally no. Now, that answer of no is valid for everybody. But let me see who, somebody here is going to get a little free bonus reading because this is going to be your experience completely. I see a Capricorn who is walking away from something, but they don't know that if they keep on this path, they're walking into a disaster. There's a catastrophe where they're going. But the thing of it is, they can't see it. It's not meant for them to see. They were walking into a situation that was a lot more catastrophic than they realized, okay? And they're still trying, they had up until recently still been trying to make sense of it. But Spirit did bring them to this. Why? Because this catastrophic situation, this unpleasant situation was meant to help somebody break a mindset that was going to change their life. This is like classic where a situation that a person finds themselves in is to help them figure out what they truly want, to clarify their true desire. This is like when I was young, I just wanted some fun, okay? And then that worked until it didn't work no more. And then, you know, the not working no more made me realize, like, I need some health in my life as well. I need some spirituality. I need some goals. I need to build some stability, something like that, right? As you grow older, you realize that there's so much more to look forward to than just what you thought. And that's the energy that I'm seeing here. So there's somebody's desires being refined. They're going to overcome a situation in which there was a lot of illusions, okay? It was something, so whatever this catastrophe, this unpleasant experience is, it was meant to break a person's mentality of not being able to see what is in front of their freaking face, their value, their worth, what they deserve, and what they came here for, and what the universe and life is trying to give them, okay? Somebody here, this is totally a grass, so it was not greener on the side, was it? Okay, yeah, but I do see this really related to a Capricorn energy. And for some of you, this was about seeing who your mama really was. Some of you, this was a situation that unfolded, right? Just so you could see the truth about your mother and let go of whatever the fuck you've been holding against her. Because let me tell you, your mama went through hell and back. Okay, and that's what you're figuring out. You're finally realizing what she put into play for you. And I heard in her protective prayers, her protective intentions and affirmations of you always work. Yeah, ever since you were a kid, you were always angry. But now, I heard now that you're gone, now that she's gone, you can see for the first time, okay, how she was struggling on through your whole life, okay, and finally being able to make peace with that page. Okay, so this is what I have for you. Oh, one more bit about this with the no answer. They're saying, yeah, your mother and her struggle was trying to alleviate you from carrying the struggle. So why are you still carrying the same struggle? Because everything she did was so that you could see the world differently and not have that same struggle. So there's a message. And I definitely feel like this was your mother, like speaking through my voice box, which that happens from time to time. So with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.